Coach, Jerome's performance, can you talk about that, obviously?
Well, you know, we're proud of Jerome, the way he competed. I thought he brought his heart and soul and mental attitude to the mat. Obviously, he beat a pretty good competitor in Ketty, the guy he lost to last year. I think he connected the things that we're trying to get our guys to do, and that's control the tie-up. That's to try to get takedowns, that's to score takedowns, and that's to compete for 7 minutes. And I think you could tell by the way he performed that he's gotten better from last year, that he's improved, that he was more aggressive, that he tried to score points, and he fought the whole time. He didn't get pushed around the mat, he didn't get caught for stalling, and his mentality was of such that he was going to do what he had to do to win. And I think that's the bottom line. And so I'm proud of the way Jerome competed. Let's see if he can do it on the 19th. Let's see if he can do it at the Midlands. Let's see if he can do it against Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. Let's see if he can do it the rest of the year. So that's really where the challenge lies.
Coach, in your eyes, was this match lost in the Metcalf pin, or was it a collection of all the small?
Well, I mean, obviously, you know, getting pinned is unacceptable, and I tell you, I love Mitch Mueller to death, and Mitch Mueller is very capable of winning matches. He's very capable of competing with Metcalf, but he had a mental lapse that ended up costing him a match, costing a team a fall, costing us 6 points. Now, I talked to Mitch a few minutes ago, talked to him earlier, and I told him, you know, that we're disappointed that he didn't continue to wrestle, that he can't afford to give up falls, and it's unacceptable at the same time. For 3 minutes, he competed with the guy. He had a 2-point lead on the national champion, the guy that everybody thinks is the best guy in college wrestling. He one of the best. This guy right here is the best. But the fall was huge. I mean, you can't give up 6 points in a 10 match duel. You can't give up 6 points there. But obviously, I think the match was lost because we had some guys that have not made the connections to some of the things that we're trying to get across to him. Andrew Sorensen, I was very disappointed with the way he competed tonight. I believe we had that weight class. I believe we should have won that weight class. But for some reason that we're going to have to go back on Tuesday and figure out where his head was at and why he didn't take the hard shot, why he wasn't as aggressive as I've seen him the last couple of weeks, or why didn't he wrestle the way he wrestled in Omaha or the Harold Nichols Open. So we lost the match on a couple matches. You know, obviously that 6 points was big, but you know, Fanthorpe had an opportunity to win the match, and we lost it there late in overtime. And got to win those matches. I mean, we got to win those matches. You can't lose those matches, and it's kind of the same scenario that's happened the last couple of years with us in Iowa. The matches you have to win are the matches that you're in to win. You have to seal the deal. You have to find a way to win. So, like I've been saying, regardless of whether we would have won, we lost, we were going to have to still get better. We are flawed in a few areas that we have to improve in. We'll get better. We're gonna get this thing done. We're not gonna bow our heads. We're not gonna be embarrassed by any means. We're gonna let this motivate us to get better, because I believe these guys are capable. I believe these guys have some work to do, that we know what they have to do now to continue to get better. But we're disappointed with this loss. We're disappointed that we didn't wrestle the way I predicted that we would wrestle. I think some guys could have wrestled much better. And so the disappointment comes in when you don't wrestle to your ability. And I feel we had a couple guys that didn't wrestle to their ability, and that's disappointing.
Questions for our wrestlers?
Jerome, what does it mean to you personally to get the win that you got today?
It just means that all the hard work I was doing in the summer in the stadium stairs and just 2 days, it just paid off. And just a real tough week of practice. I had 2 really good practice partners who gave me a good feel, and those dudes were beating up on me pretty good to get me ready for a hand fight and just be mentally prepared for a match like this.
Who were they?